Do I know what I'm doing?
No, but we fake it all the time.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Steven with Tobacco Cabana.
And I'm David. I'm a Texan and I love cigars. This is the Roadshow. Hey man, we're lighting up some cigars that we talked about a couple of months ago. These are from Scandinavian Tobacco Group. This is the Joya de Monterrey Rojo. We both are smoking that, right? I remember talking about these. I don't have the notes in front of me for the blends, but you guys can certainly go back to the show and look at it. By the way, welcome to Tobacco Cabana here in Cedar Hill. Steven, Rhonda, Bob, we always thankful for being here for the show.
Always love having you guys here.
It is fun. It's fun. Even with Dave off camera, it's fun, right? But we're going to light these up. And, you know, that's going to give you guys some time to get something ready for what we call the Texas toast, right?
Oh, yeah.
You guys know it's coming. We want to toast you guys, but we've got something here where you found some new stuff.
Yes. This is hard truth. So when Rhonda and I went up to the Chicago Pipe Show last year, we visited with my daughter and son-in-law who live in the Bloomington area. And in Brown County is the Hard Truth Distillery. So we went and took a tour of it.
Okay.
Had a great time. Met one of their tour guides there, Garrett, who is a great guy, very knowledgeable. Picked up on the fact that I guess I know a little bit about whiskey from hanging out with you guys.
Right.
And gave us kind of a behind the scenes tour and explained a few things. And he has since left. And for those of you, I believe, in the Knoxville area, you will find this gentleman at Imbibe. I don't know. You've heard of Imbibe, I'm sure you have, Dave.
I have.
It's probably
I have not.
Liquor Mecca.
Liquor Mecca. Wow, that's a vision right there.
Yeah, it is wonderful. The pictures even on their website are like, they rival Dwayne's locker. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right.
And
It makes you want to sing hallelujah.
Yes, it does.
You hear
It does.
angels
They
come
sing
out singing.
yeah.
Yes, yes. All right. I know that definitely gave you guys some time to get something in your glass because we want to toast you guys out there. Good friends, good conversations, what we call Texas toast. Cheers, y'all. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Boom.
Right?
This?
Yes. Okay, so I had this. Actually, I had everything, including one that is no longer released. He had about that much left in a bottle. They've got one that has a chocolate note in it that is fantastic and very, very limited production. But you know me, I'm not a big fan of rye.
Right. Yeah.
But when I had that, I was like, that changes
the malted
my
rye,
opinion.
would it not soften? Being malted rye, would that not soften the rye taste maybe?
It's actually going to open up.
Open up, but because it's not real super spicy to me.
No, it's not. But it's not. The other notes that we get out of the rye is going to be the stone fruit notes.
Yeah.
And the
the
riper the grain is, the more powerful those notes come.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely note almost an apricot
Right
taste.
off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat with me. Yeah, it's very good. It's smooth. It's very good. I like it. I've never heard of a sweet mash.
Right.
Never heard of it. So that's interesting. Always willing to try something new when it comes to a bourbon, a rye, tequila,
anything.
Hey, I'll try it. Might learn something. If I learned I like it, or I learned I don't, I learned something, right?
Right.
We need to learn something when we've got some news.
Okay.
That was a great segue, wasn't it? Just we've got some news. What have you got, Steven?
Room 101, bringing a popular and hefty size to the big payback. And I mean, we've all seen that cigars.
No.
The Maduro line, the new Room 101 Big Payback 70s Maduro. 770.
Nope.
Man, that's a
Ain't
job.
gonna happen. Not for me.
Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
Biggest size offering they've had in that line. The 70's been out of production since 2016 until last year when the brand launched a Sumatra version of the Big Payback in 70's, produced at the Hasta factory in Honduras.
Wow.
Be their second 770. I mean, if you like that Gordo size, this is
Hey,
one
Brent,
to seek
one of
out.
our viewers out there, he's a member of the Lone Star Cigar Association. If I get sent these, you know it's coming your way.
Right. And I mean, we got a lot of Gordo lovers here.
Yeah,
so
there are a lot of guys
that
that like that because they know it's going to last a long time or whatever.
Right.
You know, they like that ring gauge, and I get that, but it just does not. I don't like it in my hand, or it just doesn't fit me.
Exactly.
That's a double Gordo though.
Right.
770. That's just.
It's just
That's
too much
good.
cigar.
An
It's
inch
too
and a
much cigar.
quarter.
Right. Features a U.S. broadleaf wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, filler from Honduras and the Dominican Republic, again produced at the Hasta factory, makes the return of a fan favorite size and will emphasize the uniquely powerful yet refined flavor profile of the Big Payback Maduro. It might mellow it out for some because I've had a couple of them and they're like, that's a
true.
powerful
The size
cigar.
might mellow it out, and the tobaccos sound great.
Oh yeah. So let's see, Big Payback is in a box of 30.
Wow. Holy cow, that's a huge box.
Yeah, it's like JFR size, which is 50s. So yeah. Suggested retail. Gotta love this. $8.99.
For a 7x70.
Well, I'm not sure if it's just the 770, but they've got the Gordo 660, a Robusto 5 1/4 50, the Toro 6x54, and the Papi Chulo a 4.5 by 50.
Papi Chulo. Oh,
Right.
yeah, those are all
But
sounding like good size.
It sounds like, even going up that, it's gonna be a reasonable price. on it.
Definitely. All right, that's some great news. Hey guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more news. All right, welcome back, guys. We've got a little bit more news, like we said. I've got one of my favorites here. I know a lot of people like this, La Gloria Cubana, right? They're releasing the first cigar honoring the artisans who crafted it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
interesting, right? Crafted exclusively by a select group of La Gloria Cubana's most experienced rollers and bunchers
Oh, nice.
at the renowned El Credito Cigar Factory in Santiago, Dominican Republic. Gran Legado embodies passion and dedication to the brand. Only artisans with 15 plus years of experience have contributed to the release.
Wow.
And the limited edition Vitola honors their legacy and experience. For the first time in La Gloria Cubana history, each cigar bears the signature of the team member who created it. That's cool.
That is.
That is real cool.
That's very much worth preserving.
Yeah, they're saying that the Legado confirms that our people matter as much as our tobacco. These artisans are family, and we work together to make each high-quality cigar with pride and passion, said Corey Beardsley, brand manager of La Gloria Cubana. La Gloria Cubana's blenders hand-selected higher primings of Nicaraguan and Dominican tobacco, and then wrapped it in a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro
Okay.
to create the unique Gran Legado. The resulting 7 1/4 by 63.
That's an unusual size.
It is. Offers a rich smoking experience with notes of toffee, leather, cocoa, and sweet tobacco. So La Gloria Cubana presented in 10 count boxes.
Okay.
Only 1,900 boxes are going to be made.
That's
And,
a low production.
Yeah, very low. And they're available now, retailers starting in July. We're shooting this in August, so this has already come out. So you should be seeing them out there already. If not, you can check with somebody. But the suggested retail price for that 7 1/4 by 63,
Right.
$10.99.
What?
$10.99.
That's not bad.
It's
Yeah,
$100 a box.
yeah.
That's
I'm
nothing.
surprised on the size
It's just-
because La Gloria Cubana is known for those odd sizes.
Sizes, yeah.
Yeah,
Especially being the original boutique cigar.
yeah. That
Yes.
is you're right. It is the original boutique, and that's Dave off camera. If you don't recognize his voice already, What do you got for another piece of news? I've seen these cigars out.
Right.
People have posted pictures of them. I have never had one.
No, I've never come across one in real life. So
Right.
Lure Cigars adds the Mean Gene to the Habano core line. Lure Cigars has announced the release of the Mean Gene. This is a new regular production extension of Lure Habano core line. The Mean Gene comes in a box press format, but features a new blend. The new blend provides a bolder option in terms of strength and flavor, and was made in response to the request of cigar enthusiasts. The Mean Gene is named after Jean, the wife of owner Lou Cross.
Okay.
Hopefully she's not mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Blend-wise, the Mean Gene features the Bono 2000 wrapper over a Nicaraguan binder from Ometepe. The filler consists of tobacco from Esteli, Jalapa regions in Nicaragua, and also incorporates a Ligero priming from Ometepe.
Oh, wow. That sounds interesting. Very interesting.
One size.
Okay.
6x52 box press Toro. Terms of packaging, the Mean Gene comes in a 10-count sealed wax packs wrapped in dark green heavyweight craft stock and includes the Boveda humidification pack, pricing set at $14 suggested per cigar.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Lure Cigars, Mean Gene will have an official July 27th, 24 launch at the Boll Weevil Fine Cigars in Enterprise, Alabama on Tony Cross's birthday.
Okay.
Lou's son.
So that was just last week.
Yeah. The Mean Gene is also available for pre-order at select retailers listed on lurecigars.com website. Very nice.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys out on social media, cigar groups that I'm in, and that's one. It's lure, like a fishing lure, and that's what it's geared around, is the fishing lures, and the logo is like a fishing lure, hook, and everything. But I've seen them, and it's one of those ones I've just never seen out anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to they're only very limited, or there are certain regions or something like that. But yeah, I've seen them out there. They look interesting. That definitely sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, that's your news. Stay tuned. We will be right back. All right.
Today's Cigar Tip is brought to you by McAuliffe Cigars.
All right, Stephen, I need a tip.
All right, I got one for you.
All right, what you got?
Canoeing. We see it. It's not a construction issue.
No.
It is really how you've been handling it. So to correct it, so turn it so the long side's down and draw. It's one way.
Underneath.
If you're outside, turn it into the wind.
Okay, so the wind's blowing on it. Yep.
Right. Or touch up with a fine lighter.
Fine lighter, something that comes to a point. Yeah, great tip, man.
2 families, 1 cigar. Join the Ambassador Program today to make it a perfect blend.
Hey, Dave, welcome back, man. Another cigar pairing?
You've got stuff I've never had before.
Exactly. We've got some more Hard Truth. Stephen had brought it, but I got this. This is a Bottle and Bond version. So you know Bottle and Bond is 100 proof.
100 proof.
Okay, but this is a sweet mash weeded bourbon. So I'm interested in seeing that, because with you having you on the show, you introduced weeded bourbons to me.
Yep.
Of course, Weller's weeded, but I think 9 Banded was one of the first ones that we had on the show.
9 Banded was the very first one. And what's interesting is you usually don't see a bottled and bond weeded.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's another interesting point.
That's
another interesting point is these cigars that we've got here. These are 1689 cigars. Chance Summers, the guy I was in contact with, one of the owners, I said, hey, I love your mission, what you guys are about, why you're making the cigars. I'd love to have him on the show. So he got these to me. You're smoking the Westminster, the orange one. I'm smoking the Savoy. And the other one that they have is called the London.
Right.
Okay, so the London.
That's the blue band.
Blue band, here's the London. They have the John Knox also. So that is, you can definitely go on their website 1689 cigars and be able to look up what they're talking about with those. But what I do have, what Chance gave me, he said that 1689 Cigars was founded by a Baptist pastor with a passion for church history. And the name 1689 references the Baptist confession, highlighting the commitment to honoring the history of various denominations. Our confession line, which includes the Savoy, the Westminster, and the London. We also offer I thought this was hilarious. They offer a Pharisee cigar line, which features their infused cigars.
That is too good.
It is good.
That is too good.
We named them Pharisee because many in the cigar world act as if they don't smoke infused. I don't act like I don't smoke infused cigars. I don't smoke infused cigars.
I was going to say, there's no acting
There's
about
no acting on my part, Chance. I'm sorry, guys, but I think I know what you mean. But despite their popularity, is what people say they don't smoke them, and I don't. Additionally, it serves as a subtle critique of the legalistic tendencies sometimes seen in the church. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Which still exists today.
Yes, exactly. They say our confession line consists of all Nicaraguan Puros from Esteli. Okay, the infused lines, they've got vanilla, cherry, rum, honey, and bourbon. Okay, for those that want infused lines, they're out there. Okay.
And happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah, and that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, right? Yeah. Hey, I know a lot of people enjoy them, and that's great, and that's fine, and that's why they're out there. But the London labels will also be blue. The Savoy labels will always be green. The Westminster labels will be orange. And we will add a Connecticut, Habano, Maduro, and Cameroon variations to each of these labels.
Okay.
And we have around 15 new blends coming soon.
Interesting. That's brave and bold, especially for a newer line to come out with that many different facings, because it's hard to be able to really get your smokers in of your brand when you have so many facings.
Right.
That you're
well,
offering.
and then they're Puros on top of that, which is.
I like that they're Puros, and I wish that more would do Puros for us.
Yeah, or at least offer one.
Yes,
in
at least
your line
try. At least try offer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this up, Dave. Well, it's got a nice room note.
This one here, the cold draw and the nose off of it is very interesting. Is that I'm getting coffee off of both. Off of just nosing the foot. Nosing the band, and then the cold draw.
That's what I was saying. The room note on this is really nice, and it is like I'm going to say it's like a light coffee. It's a good tobacco smell.
Definitely picking up the leathers, the tobacco smell off of it, getting a little bit of mint.
We're doing it right there, Dave. Look at me, I'm not hot lighting.
You're not hot lighting. You haven't hot lit in a while, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Got no pepper at all on that first draw.
No.
For being Esteli, Nicaragua.
So a lot of it depends upon the seed as well. So if these are, say, Habanos, you can take that Habano where the Nicaragua usually does the Habano up in Jalapa. But you can do the Habano in Esteli and Ometepe, and you're still going to get a little bit of a creaminess note to it because of the region, but it might be a little bit more of a white pepper or a peppercorn with it. I'm getting coffee.
Yeah. That's definitely just earthy coffee.
That's making me think that we're dealing with a Corojo. That we're dealing with a Corojo wrapper, and because it's a Maduro in shade, in coloring, it's very ripe, and that sweetness is coming off on it.
Yeah, it definitely has. This one has a sweetness to it too, just ever so slightly. Just a nice little sweetness.
Your Savoy is a Habano.
So this is a Habano wrapper on the Savoy.
And the Westminster?
Looking, it just says Madura. Doesn't say anything about the leaf.
I've seen that when brands will just say that it's a Maduro, it's typically going to be a Criollo or a Corojo. And just with the coffee notes mixed in with that deep leather, that deep rawhide rich leather is making me think that this is a Corojo as opposed to the more deeper earthy.
It's got a great smoke output. Great perfect draw, great resistance, good looking cigar.
It is a very good looking cigar. I love the texture, the colorization of it. Got a little bit of a toothiness, but that's nice. And this is what we would expect from a Nicaraguan.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
What do you say about pouring something?
That's exactly what I was going to say. But look at how white that ash is. I mean, that ash is beautiful and beautifully white.
Well, while I'm getting this cut, I thought it was already cut.
So this is a bottled and bond. Sweet mash, bottled and bond. You got it.
I like this. It's got a cork. That's actual like raw cork on there.
That is nice. It's a very nice presentation.
Yeah.
Nice pop sound.
Yeah, there we go. That's always that sound that everybody likes,
That's good.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we got to watch you, right?
Yep. Since the last time we were on, we've learned that I am now diabetic. So
Yeah.
I've got to watch things.
Here, guys, go ahead and pour your own. I'll let you guys take that. And,
yes, we share with the audience.
that's right. We share with the audience. If you want to come out here and sit off to the side and
go through a pairing with us.
Go through a pairing with us. You'll be smoking a cigar and having a pour. Thank you, sir. So it's a great looking bottle, great looking presentation in this. Another one, like we said, Stephen and I had the other hard truth. That was the mash, the rye.
I've got to do it.
Say again?
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, I think I can.
The cherry notes on this is just really on the nose. Cherry is nice.
So nosing it alone, smoking that cigar so far, any anticipations? And knowing that it's a wheated bourbon at 100%, 100 proof.
Now, when we were talking about this before we started the show, I was thinking that we were going to be dealing with a contrast pairing, to where the cigar was going to be more peppery notes, more that peppercorn, more that white ash type notes that's typical from the Esteli, Condego, and Matempe regions. The notes that I'm getting on this now, this coffee with the rawhide leather on this, I think that we're going to be dealing with a little bit more of a complementary pairing, especially with how strong and upfront those cherry notes are.
Because the cigar is very smooth.
The cigar has got some nice sweetness to it. It's got some creaminess to it.
It's earthy. It's and then that coffee note.
The complexity on the blend, just within our first couple of draws, is really it's very pleasing, and I'm kind of surprised and shocked. I did not expect this complexity this soon on a Puro, on a Nicaraguan Puro.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
I would have expected this if say if we had some Ecuador. Maybe even some Brazilian, some Brazilian tobacco in here, but this being a Puro, Nicaraguan Puro, this is blender. Hats off to the blender.
Yeah. All right. So you want to go cigar to drink first?
I'm going to cigar to drink.
Cigar to drink first. Okay. I didn't even nose this yet. Oh yeah.
I haven't tried it. That nose.
Wow. Yeah, that's a fantastic nose.
Wow. Okay. those cherry notes hit you front of tongue, right off the bat. Warms up
That is
into
delicious.
buttery oils,
Yes.
into the middle, and then at the very back end, a little bit of chocolate with some spice, with some cooking spices. Not peppery spice, but with some cooking spices that's coming to the back end on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take another sip to get all that. But it was definitely that cherry type of note up front. Very, oh, that's just delicious. I got to do that again.
Do it again, and then I'll tell you what they describe the notes as.
Okay.
I don't want to influence you.
Wow, that cigar is getting great.
And when you tell us the notes that they say, Stephen, then if it's different, then that's where we can talk about how people's palates are different and what that really means.
You know what? It's not so much. If the thing that just popped in my head, stone fruit still, okay, but a deep peach.
A deep peach. Okay.
Like a roasted, almost if you would have put a peach on a grill. I don't know if that's because of the cigar, but like you'd put a peach on the grill and grilled a peach.
Mm-hmm.
The charred taste of a peach, that's what popped in my head right there.
Okay.
Interesting.
You're very close. Here's what they describe the aroma. Toasted marshmallow,
Okay.
dark chocolate, and custard.
Custard.
Yeah.
Custard.
And then the taste, though, is s'mores, toasted almond, and candied fruit.
Candied fruit.
And that's where we're getting that strong cherry flavor.
Yeah, the cherry.
Okay, so
But the s'more and the toasted that you got for toasted peach, I think is...
Yeah, a combination of those two.
and that's what I described.
Dad, come on, pat myself on the back.
That's what I described as the warm butteriness.
Yeah.
Because it's a warm, creamy type buttery type note coming in through the center of it, and then that chocolatey with some cooking spices at the back end, which it could also be a little bit of a toastiness as well.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, and this is where people's palates are different. Okay. People's palates aren't different in that I'm going to taste.
Yeah, we mentioned that on the show last time.
Yeah, where I'm going to taste something as an apple, and you're going to taste it
like
as an orange.
Ain't gonna happen.
But the way that we describe the notes, based upon the memories that are picked up, will be different. Because if we think, and we talked about this on the show, the way that we grow our palate is we've come back and we focus on the memories coming in, the memories that are associated, and then we drill down if we have, say, like a tasting wheel before us. So whereas you were picking up that peach, somebody else is picking, somebody else may pick it up as something that's different because of the way our memories come back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Well, so we've gone cigar to drink.
Now let's go drink to cigar.
Yeah, we need to go drink to cigar like we always do. We need to, make sure we're fair.
I mean, we've got to give it both sides, both directions.
Both sides.
Okay, so now go and drink first without the cigar. I am picking up a little bit more of that toasted nut. That's kind of like a toasted walnut.
Yeah, toasted. It's definitely toasted. So coconut toasted. I don't get coconut per se, but it's definitely a toasted taste.
Yeah, I don't get coconut. That's more of a walnut, more of that earthy note.
They described it as toasted almond, but that cooking spice is that graham cracker note.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I've got to take another sip.
I'm gonna have to go sip the cigar too. We were talking and I wasn't concentrating. You know how we do here on the show, we try to concentrate. Whereas, when you're at home just smoking, and like we said all the time, it's going to be a good pairing, and you sit back and enjoy it. But when we're doing this, we're trying to give you guys some information of what we're tasting. Not to say that you will taste the exact same things we will, or maybe you will.
Maybe so, yeah.
But it's going to be, I think it'll be pretty close. I mean, like you said, you can't get oranges from apples.
Right.
Right. And so.
And that's why when you're learning, and you've heard us say this before, and you can get notes wheels, tasting wheels off of Texas Cigar Roadshow
and yours,
or my website, Leaf and Grain Society. I'm waiting to hear what you're thinking about Drink to Cigar before I say.
It just got sweeter. It just got sweeter. That candied type taste came through more with the cigar smoke going drink to cigar. That charred candy taste came forward even more this time. Going, because I had the drink first and then you take the cigar in there. I liked that. That was nice.
And yours is Habano wrapper. Mine is not. And we don't know because it doesn't say, it just says Maduro. But going drink to cigar is telling me, yeah, that this is a Corojo. Because when I go drink to cigar, it mellows out the sweetness, and now that leathery, that earthy note is coming forward.
Yeah.
On mine, so I'm not getting the sweetness going from drink to cigar. And it's almost more of a perfectly balanced type note. So I would say, cigar to drink.
I'm not being rude, guys, being on my phone in the middle of the show. I just texted Chance
to find out
to see if he responds. That'd be great if we're right here in the middle of it and he responds to find out, is it a Corojo? If you're right, that would be great. But you're saying probably a Corojo or a Criollo.
I'm saying it's one of the two. I'm thinking
you're
it's
leaning more
Corojo.
towards Corojo.
I'm thinking more towards Corojo than Criollo.
Yeah, and I'm still working through that stuff of picking out those leaves. I'd still like to do. I've got the, still the kit that Noel put out, Become a Cigar Specialist. We did it, part of it here, long time ago. I still have the rest of it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Look at this.
Yeah.
And I'm not, as per typical me,
yeah,
I'm not smoking it as fast as what David is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got a good cone. I'm just making sure I'm rotating it. But I am doing a little bit farther than you.
It's, as we say, stacking the dime. So we've got nice, good line. But what really has got me, and this is an indication of the fermentation of the tobacco, is that it's white. It's not a muted gray. It's definitely not black, which is a younger tobacco.
I'm getting in. Oh, that was great right there. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Dave. You know how I do. I mean, getting into the second third now, just in the beginning of the second third here now. And, look at that cone. That was fantastic.
It's a beautiful cone.
So on the spirit, 69% corn, 19 wheat, and 12 malted barley.
And that's why we're getting the chocolate on it, because it is a little bit of a higher. So this is a lower wheat, still high in corn. Mm-hmm. So that so it's vanilla,
wheated.
It's wheated. It's a wheated bourbon,
right?
Which essentially means that they took out the rye, replaced it with wheat. Your standard bourbon, if it doesn't say it's wheated, is going to be corn, rye, and malted barley.
Okay.
Okay, David. I'm sorry. You.
Oh my gosh.
I've got to try it.
Try what? Oh, the other Hard Truth?
Yes.
Okay, he's going offset. He's doing it again. We told each other we weren't going to do that. Have a seat, Dave. Make sure you're in camera when you do this. So is this one that Stephen and I had on the toast, and this is the sweet mash rye. Do you have a place that I can pour this? So we're doing a Hard Truth thing. I think this is cool. We've got 1689, which is the Baptist Confession, and we've got Hard Truth.
So why? And I'm doing this because of my diabetes.
Right.
Because I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, alcohol turns to sugar, and he's got to watch that. And if he still wants to do bourbon tastings and reviews, got to learn how to regulate that.
Well, when I do a review, and when I'm doing a review and I'm doing tastings, I mean, I have a spit, a spit pour already on site. And the reason why I do is because you're drinking so much when you're doing a review, or you're doing a different types of tastings that you can't let it get a hold of you. We say we drink responsible.
Yeah, right. And exactly. As long as you drink responsibly, that's what's funny about this. And the guys are great to sit around with Reformed theology and understand, this is where the Baptists are going to go, oh no. Whereas, Charles Spurgeon said, I will smoke a cigar to the glory of God tonight.
Before I go to bed.
Before I go to bed. So I thought it was, I planned on having hard truth here for these cigars, just for that fact of the name and the play on words a little bit. I'll just do a little touch there. All right, so we're coming off of that.
Now, and both of these are sweet mash.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these are sweet mash, which all sweet mash means is that it's a brand new mash. A sour mash takes a brand new mash and it takes some of the mash from a previous distillant and adds that to it. And so that's what a sour mash is. And the reason why most are sour mashes is because they try to maintain the golden recipe.
Right.
They're trying to look for a particular.
Do you know what the oldest mash out there is? Who has the oldest mash? I mean, the oldest yeast, probably that they're pulling from. Have you heard anything like that?
I have not.
It's like what the oldest. That'd be interesting to how long somebody has an original yeast from who knows where, right? And they've just kept it going.
I don't know. That is interesting.
That would be a fun.
If you guys know the answer.
But my first go-to is that bakery in San Francisco has been using that yeast strain forever on their sourdough.
Yeah. So yeah, if a bakery can do it, certainly a distillery is going to do it.
Okay. That is definitely different.
Different, huh?
Yeah, that is definitely different. This is going to be interesting.
So what are you getting out of the cigar? We're getting on the back side of the first third right there. What are your thoughts on the cigar right now? Being a Nicaraguan Puro, your thoughts again are that it's a Corojo.
My thoughts is that it's a Corojo, still a Corojo, and even the way it's interacting with the rye is making me think that even more so on there. I do think that we possibly have a Habano binder on this one because I'm still getting the creaminess of it, but it is not as forefront as, say, what yours is. Okay. I want to say that there's some jalapa tobacco in this blend, possibly in the fillers of it.
But they said it was an Esteli. They said it was all Esteli Puros.
They said it's an Esteli Puro?
They said it was Esteli Puro.
Interesting. I was maybe mistaken on it. I thought it was a Nicaraguan Puro, but if it's an Esteli Puro, that's really interesting. I mean, that just shows the complexity of what we're getting. Yeah, I mean,
because this is not, even when I'm smoking here, I have smoked some Puros, okay? Whether they're Cuban or Mexican Puros or, other Honduran Puros, they have not, to be honest, they have not been this complex being a Puro. You would think this is a blended cigar.
Yeah, you would think that this...
blended meaning different regions.
Different regions, yeah. This is you would think that this is a multi-region cigar. And multi-region outside of your main country regions.
Right. Yeah.
If I had to guess, if I didn't know that this was a Puro, I would say that we've got some Honduran and some Brazilian tobacco in here.
And again, looking at the Intubar.
Yes.
Intubar rolling in there, all the little holes that are in there. I'm showing them the holes. If you guys haven't seen that, you've seen it. I've showed it before on one of the shows not too long ago. The Intubar, that's going to assure the draw on your cigar. The little straws, Intubar tube. And so I love that when I see Intubar in there.
And it's not tunneling.
Yeah, and
It's not tunneling. if it was tunneling, you wouldn't have an even burn. Now, while your burn is a little bit...
It's a little wonky, but I got to keep turning it.
But
it catches up. You haven't seen me touch it. You haven't seen me touch it up or nothing. It's definitely not canoeing.
Mine is, mine's not 100% perfectly even, but we've been talking a lot. Yeah. Haven't been maybe rotating.
And that's all you got to do at home. When you're doing that and you see that, just make sure you turn, just like the tip said. Just turn. That the tip that we had here, whether it's tunneling, not tunneling, but canoeing.
Yeah.
Keep it down. So to make sure that the cigar smokes correctly, just keep turning it. Keep turning it in your hand. Whether you put it down and you see, oh, that side's a little bit long, put it down, that side down. And
you don't even have to think. You don't even have to think about it.
No.
I mean, you come up.
You're
just. I mean, this is so secondhand nature for me. Is I come up.
Yeah, and then you just turn it the other way. But I'm constantly just working the cigar in my hand.
Yeah.
Just looking at it.
Subconsciously looking at it. Yes.
It's beautiful.
I want to know how it goes. With
and I haven't took a sip of that yet. So let me. I was concentrating on cigars. So let me go back to this.
Get back to what we're actually doing.
I like this one better. With this cigar, I like this one better.
For me, with this cigar, I like the rye better.
With that cigar, though.
With this cigar, I like... That was good. The rye's better.
Mm-hmm. The spiciness of the rye comes out more with this cigar than it did when Stephen and I were smoking at the beginning of the show. But with this cigar and the sweetness that I was getting and sweetness from this, I like this pairing better.
This one here is a little bit more of a contrast pairing because for me, out of the drink, you know how we were talking about earlier on the apricot notes that was getting out of this? Those apricot notes are just...
Apricot peach, the stone fruit.
The stone fruit. It's just right there, and it's kind of taken the spice of the rye and toned it down a little bit. So contrast pairing.
Okay, all right.
All right,
but I definitely enjoyed that one better.
Okay, all right, drink to cigar. For this cigar here.
Oh.
Drink to cigar is the weeded is better.
Drink to cigar, I like this one. This was fun. Cigar to drink, I didn't like it. I like the other one. But I like both of them.
I like both.
So that's the fun of it, you guys, right? You get out there. This cigar was great with this drink. I still liked it with this other drink. And it was good or it was okay with this other drink. And so you're still going to have an enjoyable pairing. Is it one that goes down in the record books or something like that? Who knows? But you're still going to know that, like we always talk about, you be able to sit at home. That's going to be a good drink. That's going to be a good cigar.
This is going to be an enjoyable pairing.
Put them together, right? So overall, let's wrap this with overall outlook on that cigar. That's mainly why we're here, is the cigar. The pairing, we're doing a pairing. Yeah, we're doing a pairing, and we've got this. But I really want to focus on the cigar. These are new cigars.
For me, this cigar here, I'm teetering on box worthy, but I'm gonna go that this is exploration. This is a 5-pack worthy.
Okay.
For sure.
And so explain to people again the difference how you classify as a box worthy, 5-pack, or it's good, I guess.
So rotation worthy means that I enjoyed it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna buy one or two, and just enjoy myself with it. 5-pack worthy. It's just a step up above that to where, yes, I want to have some of these. I want to sit there and let them age a little bit.
And I've got one to hand off to another person.
Yes.
Because I enjoyed it. Herefore, you enjoy it.
Box worthy. it wowed me.
Yeah.
It wowed me.
So I need to have enough of these on hand.
Yeah, and not every cigar is going to wow me. And just because it's not box, I mean, for me, I'm teetering on box worthy. I got to explore this a little bit more in order to be able to say that.
I'll tell you this. These have probably been in my humidor when they sent these to me 2 weeks. Probably been in there 2 weeks. So they're smoking great.
They're smoking fantastic for this, yeah.
For sitting that long. Now let these things sit a little. For what we're getting out of this one I thoroughly enjoyed. The Savoy. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I would definitely be buying this again. Definitely, yeah, it would definitely be 5-pack.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, if it's a box, possible. Yeah, so I think I can agree with you. It's there are those cigars you just go, that's a box. Right
that's
there.
A box.
That's
right
a
yes.
box. There's no. This is definitely fine. I want to have more than one on hand.
I absolutely want to have more than one on hand. And for me, rotation worthy, I'm going to go to lounge like here at Tobacco Cabana. I almost said Taco Cabana. I'm going to go and I'm going to pick up maybe one or two. Rotation worthy, one or two. This one here, I want to have some.
Yeah, just to let them sit longer, age, come back to it again. But even still, just right now, I mean, for a Puro, this is really. The
complexity of this is for a Puro is what's really got me.
So you can see right there, it's wavy, but it's already caught up, and I'm just turning it.
Yeah,
Dave's is catching up.
Mine is catching up.
That's
but we still have a nice cone on here. And a lot of times when you ash it, on younger tobacco, you ash it, then that blackness will carry down through. So this is telling me that this tobacco has a bit of age to it.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of age. So the fermentation, we're definitely in that maturation phase of it. They have done a good job on this. They really have.
It's fantastic. Okay.
How long have they been around? I know it's not been since 1698.
No. That's a good question. He didn't give me that. I would say it was in the last 5 years, if that, probably.
Oh. Established 2023.
Okay, so last 2023.
2023, last year.
Last year. This is fantastic.
For a brand new company, you guys contact them. Go out to their website.
They're on Facebook. You can find them out there. That's how I found them.
Talk to your local brick and mortar and get these in. Explore these. As I say, explore the pairings, explore these. There's so many, I can see so many different possibilities of good pairings with this.
Yeah.
You know what would be really good with at least I know with mine?
Okay.
With a nice stout. That stout that we had from Railport Brewery a couple of shows ago.
Tender Mercy, yeah.
That one would go beautifully with us. A nice stout, your darker ales.
Okay.
Is going to go great. Is going to go great with this.
Okay. All right. So fantastic pairing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go out there, look for it. Again, if you've smoked these, let us know. If you drank this, let us know. And if you've got some other suggestions for a pairing or something, drop it in the comments below. We'll definitely look into that. One of the guys suggested we do Cuban cigar, not Cuban cigars, but Cuban coffee.
Cuban coffee.
I would have to look in, and I told him, I said, I have to look into how to make Cuban coffee correctly. Yeah. That would be one thing, but I love Cuban coffee. I was like, those little bitty cups, I was like, another please, another please.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love Cuban coffee. But anyways, great pairing. Dave, thanks for your input. We're giving these definitely, you guys need to find these. Fantastic cigar. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Pick up your Texas Cigar Roadshow whiskey glass at giftyboutique.com.
Dave, how about another product review?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What do we got?
I don't know. What do we got?
Stogie Mag.
Stogie Mag.
Battle Born Humidor.
Rapid deployment for your cigars.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's great packaging. It looks like a cigar. They've got a label on here, Las Vegas. It is like a seal, like you would with a box of cigars. So we're going to cut that.
Do you have to be a registered buyer to get this?
No, you don't. So we're going to open that up. Very cool.
Oh wow!
These are humidity packs.
Humidity packs. Huh?
Yeah, that's a humidity. It's got QR codes on there, so we can definitely scan those. But taking this out, this is the first time. Got a sticker. Nice, got a sticker in there. I like stickers. And is that coming out? No, that's glued to the bottom. It's coming out. So it's a little comic strip, operation and preventive maintenance. It says the Stogie Mag. So Stogie Mag was designed to hold up to 6 cigars that measure 5 1/4 by 50. So that's your standard Robusto. And it shows you in this little depiction here. It looks like a 1950s style cartoon on how to load your cigars in there. And so, all right, so we've got...
So it's got the nice cap.
Nice cap on there. That's what's going to keep it enclosed, keep the humidity in there.
And, okay, so this is nice press. It doesn't take a lot of pressure to press it
right,
down.
It's not going to be trying to reconform the cigar.
Right.
So we're going to slide this one. This one's got a cellophane on it, whereas the next one we've got doesn't have it. Goes down very smoothly. Slide your next cigar in there.
And it doesn't scrape against the wrapper itself, so it's got some room.
So then you would seal this over the top. Now this special humidity pack is going to slide into the bottom in here, and you're going to have to stick this inside there so that it's going to have humidity inside this pack. And then you will just slide this back, right?
Yeah.
And there it is, okay? And so you've got this, it looks like a regular, like if you would, a magazine that you would have for a rifle, M16, AR-15, anything like that. It looks like a magazine. And so that's what's cool. It only holds 6.
Nice travel.
Nice travel. I mean, I'm not going to smoke more than probably 6 if I'm going somewhere. It's got a very cool look to it. It looks just like a magazine. So it's got their logo on the side, Stogie Mag. I can see something there, 525 and 50.
Yeah, 50 cal and
50.
50 grain.
50 grain.
50 grain.
And 525. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah. So it's a very unique. I've never seen another one like this.
I think this would be interesting as going to your local lounge and creating a conversation piece.
Oh, it definitely.
I mean, for me personally, this wouldn't be my every single day, but I absolutely would use this. It's like you're going and meeting your brothers down at the lounge, and
you come up there and go, dude, what is that? Well, hey, let me show you, and I slip off this top here. Well, it's got a good seal, okay, which is good, and then I just go, here, want a cigar?
And okay, all right. So this is nice. It's a slow compression of the spring coming back up, so it doesn't just immediately come up and then crush your cigar.
And it's not smashing the cigar. And look, I mean, I'm just taking this cigar and I can just press it that slightly and slide the next cigar in. That's how you don't have to worry about this tearing your cigars.
And you don't need a quick loader.
No, you don't need a quick loader for it. Exactly. Put this on top. That looks like a very unique, hey, Father's Day, Christmas, you don't know what to buy for that cigar smoker that you haven't already bought him. This is definitely going to be something.
Okay, so the 50 grain, there's the 50, 5 1/4.
5 1/4.
5 1/4. So your Robusto.
Yep, your Robusto size.
And it's not heavy.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice weight to it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Very cool product. So, all right, guys, that is the Stogie Mag Battle Born Humidor. Good show, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Good show.
Interesting news, new cigars coming out.
Right.
I mean, they're out already. You guys should see them in your brick and mortar. You know, we talked about lighters on the tip. This one here, these are, even what you have for the lounge here, those are Weissel.
Weissel, yeah.
These are Weissel.
Yep.
All right, I've got my lighters here with the logos. They've got theirs with the logos. You can get mine on my website. This is my favorite one to carry around with me because it is a double flame, but it comes to a point. And it's just big enough to fit in my pocket, not
be too big.
Too big. This one, a little bigger, so it goes in my travel door, but it does have a cigar rest on top.
This one is totally uncomfortable in the pocket.
Yeah, stick that one in your pocket, right? Yeah.
You're gonna walk funny.
But this one, we've highlighted these ones before,
Yes.
but I love this one. And to do those touch-ups for like the tip that we had, this one works really well. But it'll still light a pretty good sized cigar because of the double flames. Anyways, good show. Dave Yancey, interesting pairing, right?
Yes.
Loves the cigars, 1689. Fantastic group of guys that I'm really starting to know. Reformed theology and the mission that they have behind those cigars. So really good pairing with that. Hard Truth. And we had a whole bunch of news on this show, right?
Loving this.
We had a whole bunch of news on this show. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, man, help us out with the social media. Click that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. Share it. Exactly. That's huge. The numbers are going up. We're at 3,050 now.
Awesome.
So we've gone up from the last time saying, hey, we're almost at 3,000. Now we're 50 over. So it's growing, and it's because of you guys. And that's the reason why we toast you. And so it was a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And just be back here next time. But until then, what are you doing? You're enjoying the leaf?
Growing the culture.
That's right, man. We'll see you guys next time.
Texas Cigar Roadshow is presented by Lone Star Cigar Association.